How much you want to bet John and Daniel? Conversion therapy. You know, it's in a dark corner of the world now. It still
Good.
exists in some horrible places, but it comes back again, and it's broader than what it was before. It's not about LGBTQ stuff. It's about how your brain works. Oh, you're depressed? We'll convert you. You have ADHD? We'll convert you. You have autism? No, it's not. We'll convert you. We're already seeing elements of this in other places. It's not being called conversion therapy, but you know what I'm talking about.
I do.
That's awful.
I do. Well, also it's hideous. So like people who think there is one best way to do things, A of all, you're dumb. I can be nicer about that. Maybe in a different episode I'll be my usual nice self, but right now I just don't have the fucking time.
As the nicer
I'll
of
do
the
it.
cohort today, you're allowed to say you're dumb. Yes, I'm with you. Keep going.
And like, okay, I'll be a little bit nice. It is literally dumb. People who think this do not know better and are afraid to learn. So they literally lack information.
Mm-hmm.
But like, you're effectively saying, okay, everything's great. My favorite color is brown. We should only use brown. Brown's the only color. And I'm like, what about the sky? Can we make the sky like, I don't know, blue, orange, purple, something like that? They're like, no, brown's the only good one. And what you will do is paint a monochrome brown everything. That's nothing. That's nothing. You did nothing. You just made a fucking flat piece of paper with one color. Like,
yeah.
Don't like in the grand tradition lately of things being stupid, people decided that the word diversity should be politicized. Diversity literally just means different things. It just means you
That's all it means.
If I want to have a dinner and I would like to have like, I don't know, like steak, eggs, fucking some vegetable of some sort, orange juice, I don't fucking know. That's diverse. If I'm like only steak to drink, steak for dinner, steak appetizer, that's not diverse and it's bad. And if you think that having more than one thing is bad, why? And the answer is, it always is. It's because you're afraid of it.
Because you brought it up, I feel like giving it some good news while we're spewing about stuff. This happened. Department of Education backs down on lawful directed targeting, educating equity. This is important to me, John, just specifically because I work in DEI, not in the education sector, but in the corporate sector, the work sector. And this makes me just happy overall in general. So as you say the word, they say that people are fighting this war against this imaginary war against this word called diversity. Diversity is a good thing. You can have disagreements on how that all works. You can have disagreements about all that other stuff. But I mean, different things, having different points of view is just a good thing to have.
Also, you can't argue with it. Sorry, science got your ass already. There's a thing with dogs. I love dogs. But if you ever want a dog, you want that dog to be like a fucking healthy dog that lives forever, get a mutt. Because when you get a mutt, there's different breeds, and there's this genetic resiliency because all the best parts of all the animals keep coming together into this animal's this fucking super dog.
Yeah.
My dog is an invincible god. He's part husky, part German shepherd, part bulldog, part a bunch of other shit. He's an absolute fucking cartoon, and he's dumb as hell, and I love him so much. But what we do with the opposite of that,
the purebreds are
pugs
falling apart. Yeah.
We breed pugs, and they become said with love. I like pugs. Pugs are cute. I want to have a pug someday, maybe. But like, they're not okay.
No.
Like, they're not okay. Like, they're falling apart. Their eyes don't make any sense. Their breathing is built to fail at this point. And it's because we had zero diversity. We didn't introduce any differences. So the things just kept, like, diversity is protective. There's a lot of examples of this. I'm trying to think of like a less intense one, but I just can't. There's a thing called groupthink, which is now part of this conversation. Groupthink is when you get a group of people who all think the same thing and you just kind of agree with each other. For the record, it feels pretty good if you're on the in-group. There's a huge problem with it, though, which is occasionally you will miss very significant things. You'll all just kind of go along with it, and then someone from the outside who's not part of the group will be like, wait a minute, that doesn't make any goddamn sense at all. You want people with different opinions because they'll protect you from this. I'm trying to think of a funny... Okay, here's an example. The Chevy, is it the Chevy Nova? Is it Chevy made the Nova? The Nova is a car.
Yeah.
Now, my Spanish isn't great, but this is true. The Chevy Nova, when it was released in Spanish-speaking countries, did less well than other places in the world. Because if you know what Nova means in Spanish, it's doesn't go. In South America, I forget where, I should be more careful with my citations, but somewhere in the world, so this story's off to a bad start, but they have a very low literacy rate. So what they would do is they would put pictures of things on the food. So it would be like, this is a can, there's peas on the can, it's peas. And they would do this for baby food.
Yeah.
And then Gerber's like, we'll give you some food, and they give you a can with pictures of a baby on it. It didn't like cause them to not eat things, but people were like, what are you? And you want somebody to be like, oh, that's a thing, we should count for it by this. That makes you stronger. That makes your team stronger. That makes things better. You want a difference. And the thing that why I'm so exasperated doing this is because like all of this is demonstrable. It's been proven a zillion fucking times. And people who put up messages against this 100% are afraid that the things that they are won't last if other things get introduced.
Yeah.
Let me tell you why that's actually not a problem. Because if I am not good at this thing and my friends, notice that I said friends and not enemies and competitors that hate me, are good at another thing, they'll be like, oh, I'm good at this thing. Can I help you with this thing? And I go, oh my God, yes. Can I help you with my thing? Now you've noticed the hole in my thinking here, which is what if I'm not good at anything and I suck at everything and I'm worthless and I'm going to get outcompeted? That's the fear. If you have such low self-esteem, you think you bring nothing to the table, you cling to the old ways. This is so fucking predictable. But here's the good news. He said, suddenly being kind again, you do have something. You automatically do.
I hope you're going to that because everyone has something. Everyone.
You literally do. It's not buzzword fucking silly time speech. It's a real thing. If you're a good therapist, you use what's called the strengths-based approach. That's actually a really fun part of the job is you figure out what people are good at and you use that shit.
Yeah.
I'm good at a handful of things. I'm bad at way more things than I'm good at, but I use the ones that I'm good at.